Hello, fashion lovers. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be teaching you on how to draft this top. Now, it's a trendy top and it's something that you would love to have in your wardrobe. So as you can see, I've gone ahead to cut out the pieces of fabric that I'll be needing. I went ahead now to verify the shoulder to sleeve and the length of the top. So I cut it out so I'll be having so much space to work on with my table. So before now, you should know your shoulder to sleeve measurement, your top length, your shoulder to bust, your shoulder to waist, and your shoulder to hip. All right. So as you can see, I've gone ahead to mark out my shoulder to my sleeve, but I'm going to make it very easy. Now, first of all, I'm going to be marking my round sleeve. That's my neckline width. Then from that center front, I'm going to be marking my shoulder line. I will add like half an inch, which is 8.5. So my shoulder line divided by 2 is 8. That's 16 divided by 2 is 8. Then I'm adding half an inch. All right. So now this top, I will be needing 1.5 inches from my starting point because I'm going to be adding 1 inch allowance for my neck with like the style of this neck is does not have any round neck, anything. It's just a straight cut. All right, so as you can see, I've gone down by 1.5 inch and I've connected my line. Please don't forget our round neck, that is our neck line, the width. All right, 3.5. Then I'm going to be marking my shoulder measurement, which is 8. Then I added half an inch. It's the same thing we did initially. All right, then from that my shoulder line, the sleeve length there is about 9.5. All right, so from the neck width, I'm going to be marking, sorry, from the shoulder line, I'm going to be marking my shoulder to bust point, and I'm going to be marking my shoulder to waist. All right, as you can see, the tape is still on that shoulder line. All right, marking my shoulder to waist and my top length. So this is the entire fabric is my top length. All right, I hope you've gotten that. So from that my sleeve length, I'm going to be coming down by 1 inch. I'm coming down by 1 inch. I'm going to be connecting that 1 inch to meet up with that my shoulder line. I'll just go ahead and slant the line like this. Okay. Now from that line, that shoulder slope, I'm going to be marking the sleeve opening. So I prefer my sleeve opening to be at my chest line. That is my shoulder to bust. So on that my chest line, I'm going to be marking my bust measurement divided by 4. Then I'll add excess of about 5 inches. Remember that this dress, the inspiration behind this tutorial has a elastic waist. All right, so when you add 5 inches, it will come back again to normal. All right, so 5 inches is not so much. All right, so on my waistline, my waist divided by 4, and I'll add my 5 inches. I think it's okay. 5 inches is okay. So on my hip line, that's my top length. I'm going to using my hip measurement divided by 4. I'm going to be adding 5 inches extra. Then I'm also going to be adding 2 inches extra. That's like 7 inches, so that that end will have that slanted line, like the excess just gives it that A line shape. All right, make it feel like the gathers will just stand. I don't know, it has a beauty. So just go ahead and connect your shoulder, sorry, your bust measurement to your waistline and to your hip line. All right. So on that my armhole area there, I'm going to be going in with a slight curve. All right, as you can see there. Okay, the top is almost ready. Now you can, on this neckline, you can decide to leave it like this, right? Initially, like the inspiration left it like that, but I just want to have a little bit of a slant. So I go down by 1 inch or half inch, 0.5 inches, and I'm going to be slanting it to meet up with that my shoulder measurement like this. Now, this is not compulsory. You can decide not to use. All right, you can use your initial straight line. All right, So I'm going to be going ahead from that my neck region to my shoulder slope, and I'm going to be marking 1 inch allowance. All right. So under my shoulder line, remember to notch. Okay, remember to notch. It's very important. That's where your journey is going to start from. So I'm going to go ahead now and cut out everything out. Remember, you're going to be cutting two of this. This is the front pattern of this dress, and I'm going to be cutting the back pattern too. So this is the front pattern. I'm done cutting. So I'm going to be folding it again to explain some of the things I marked down on this particular pattern. All right. As you can see, I've gone ahead to mark out the place I want my elastic to start from. Now, from my shoulder line, this is my shoulder line there that I'm touching. I came down by 15 inches. That's my under bust. Okay, so know your under bust. Come down by your under bust and mark out what you want. So now this particular under bust, I marked out 14 inches. Sorry. Then from that 14 inches, you can also go ahead and mark out 5 inches. So it is easier for you to say, okay, from your bust point, you came down by 3. Then from that 3, you came down by, you're going to be coming, the wideness of that elastic, your smoking elastic will be 5, 4, depending on how wide you want your elastic to be. Okay, I'm calling it elastic, but it's like a smoking thread, depending on how wide you want your smoking of this dress to be. All right, so I went ahead now to notch both points like this, and I'm going to be opening it at the front because you are going to draw those lines at the front side, right side of this top. All right, so I went ahead now to row, connecting the notches together. Okay, so that's my notch. So what I'll be doing next is I'm going to be marking half inch lines like this. So go ahead and mark out your half inch line. So at this point, I did about 10, but I ended up doing like 7 lines, and it was perfect for me. So you can decide to do 5 lines, 10 lines, as many as you want your lines to be. All right. So go ahead and connect. Now this line helps you to get an accurate smoking line. All right, so go ahead and do the same thing on both. This is the front pattern of this top. You can do both on the back pattern. Now this is the smoking thread. All right, this is how it looks like. It comes in different color, purple, black, depending on what you want. All right, so it's going to be under it's going to be under the, like, it's going to be on your bobbin case, your bobbin, right? You're going to reel the elastic on your bobbin. At the same time, the same mark you drew there, you're going to mark it on your back pattern. So I've done that and it is very fine. So this is what I was explaining, that you're going to be reeling your elastic on the bobbin, all right? And you fix it in your bobbin case. Now, in most cases, you will have issues when you're sewing, like it's cutting, it's not clipping. You can soak the thread in water, soak it in water, and it's going to be working very well. All right, so right here I'm done smoking my top, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'll place the back pattern and place my front pattern over it. All right, so this top is so easy and anybody can sew it. Remember that notch we notch on the shoulder part. All right, so that's the notch you will use. Pin them together, then sew half an inch. Remember that the allowance you took from the beginning is is 1 inch. Sorry, so you're going to go ahead now and sew on your 1 inches from that place you notch to the end of your sleeve area, your shoulder. Okay, so the same thing you did on the other part, you did on this part too. So sew on your 1 inch, and when you're done sewing, go ahead and fold the hem of this neckline. All right, you're not folding them together, you're folding it separately. So it's either you're folding and sewing, or you fold one and use your hemming gum to place on it. So this is what they call hemming gum. So you put it inside of your dress, of the neck, like this, fold, then press it, iron it. All right, that gives you a good look. But first of all, you have to weave the neck if you're going to be using your hemming gum. But on this particular tutorial, I sewed mine. So when you're done with all of that, you go ahead and pin the sides together. Make sure they are together. The shared area should be together. Then you sew your seam sides. All right, the side of this top. So when you're done sewing, you're going to be aiming the you're going to be aiming the hem of this top. All right, so for benefits, again, I'm going ahead now to sew the neck region of this top. Then when I'm done sewing, I'm going to be hemming the sleeve area of this top also. Okay, so I'm done sewing. As you can see, I sewed the neckline of this top. All right, then I hem the sleeve opening. I've sewn the sides of this top and we are almost done. So the last thing we're going to be doing right now is to hem the top of the top. All right, so when you're done hemming, you're going to be taking your time to hem. All right, so I'll be showing you what it looks exactly when I'm done hemming my top. This top looks so pretty, like so pretty. It's something you would want to have in your wardrobe. So if this is your first time of seeing my videos, please don't forget to like, share, and comment. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. Bye.